Hello students and welcome back to BankExamsToday.com. My name is Ramandeep Singh and today we are going to discuss SARFAESI Act. It's a really important topic for IBPS, RRB, Scale 2 and Scale 3 level exams. Every year at least 2 questions are asked from this particular topic and we are going to do this topic today and we are going to discuss 15 MCQs which are very important from examination point of view. So let's start the session. Students, Bank of Baroda Sales Manager Scale 2 course is available on BankExamsToday.com, in which we are providing complete video classes, notes, quizzes, and the test series. Link to join the course is available in the description, and this is our WhatsApp number 9067201000. If there is any doubt in your mind, feel free to reach us. List of our successful students in the past. All these students took our courses in the past and they cracked their respective exams and we are really happy for them. You can be one of them in the future, and yes, you will be one of them in the future. The first thing that you should remember is the full form of SARFAESI: Securitization and Reconstruction of Financial Assets and Enforcement of Security Interest Act 2002. Okay. Please remember the full form. It's very important from examination point of view. Goal kya hai? The goal is to empower the banks and financial institutions to recover NPAs without the intervention of courts or tribunal. बिना कोर्ट जाए, बिना ट्रिब्यूनल जाए, जो बैंक और फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन है वो अपना पैसा एनपीए से रिकवर कर पाए, राइट? हाउ दे डू दिस? बाय इन्फोर्सिंग सिक्योरिटी इंटरेस्ट. If there is a property collateraled by the borrower ने कोई घर अपना गिरवी रखा हुआ है बैंक के पास, उसके अगेंस्ट लोन लिया है, बैंक कैन टेक ओवर दैट प्रॉपर्टी, सेलिंग द सिक्योर्ड एसेट, बैंक कैन सेल दैट एसेट और टेक ओवर द मैनेजमेंट ऑफ द बोरोवर्स बिजनेस, या उसके मैनेजमेंट को टेक ओवर कर सकते हैं. दैट्स द गोल ऑफ SARFAESI Act. Who can use a SARFAESI Act? Scheduled commercial banks, they can use a SARFAESI Act. Scheduled commercial banks and then financial institutions, asset reconstruction companies and eligible NBFCs. Which NBFCs? As per amendment, SARFAESI Amendment Act 2020, NBFCs that have total assets more than 100 crore rupees, they can enforce SARFAESI provisions only for loans more than or equal to 50 lakh rupees, right? So enforcement of security interest means if a borrower defaults a payment or the payment overdue for more than 90 days, the lender can, when an account becomes NPA, the borrower defaults, the secured creditor, he or she issues 60 days notice under section 13 subsection 2 demanding the repayment. सबसे पहले 90 जब default होता है for the very first day, 3 installments, अगर monthly installment है, 3 installment नहीं दी, then the borrower becomes an NPA. Then after those 90 days, the bank gives a 60 days notice to the borrower, right? The bank और जो भी creditor है, he gives 60 days notice. जो बैंक जो है अपने अब borrower को 60 days का notice देता है. If the balance money is paid by the borrower, then it's good enough, no issues. But if the borrower fails, then the creditor can take the possession of the secured asset. वो asset जिसके against loan लिया था उसका possession ले लिया जाएगा. टेक ओवर द मैनेजमेंट ऑफ द सिक्योर्ड बिजनेस, अगर किसी बिजनेस के अगेंस्ट लोन लिया था उसका मैनेजमेंट टेक ओवर कर लिया जाएगा. अपॉइंट अ मैनेजर फॉर द सिक्योर्ड एसेट. अ मैनेजर वुड बी अपॉइंटेड फॉर द सिक्योर्ड एसेट एंड देन द एसेट कैन बी सोल्ड आउट और इट कैन बी लीज्ड टू रिकवर द ड्यूज. ओके. एंड SARFAESI applies only to secured loans with tangible collateral, right? SARFAESI Act does not apply to unsecured loans or agricultural loans, right? We are going to discuss that in next slides. So what is securitization? The banks, they can pool NPAs and then they sell them as marketable securities to asset reconstruction companies. They convert illiquid assets into liquid financial instruments and then the ARCs, they try to recover money from the NPAs, right? What is asset reconstruction? ARCs buy NPAs from the banks and restructure them using change in or takeover of the management. The ARCs, they can change the management, और management को change कर सकते हैं business की जो भी NPA कर रहा है, और या टेक ओवर कर लेंगे मैनेजमेंट का, या रीशेड्यूलिंग द पेमेंट टर्म्स कैन बी रीशेड्यूल्ड. इफ इट इज़ अ 10-year लोन, इट कैन बी, दे कैन एक्सटेंड द लोन tenure. Or debt settlement, that's very common. They give the haircut means if the loan amount is, let's say 100 crores, they give 50% haircut, 50% दीजिए, 50 crore दीजिए, and let's close the loan. Selling out or leasing the asset to recover the money, even that is possible. So SARFAESI was introduced in 2011. Please remember the full form of SARFAESI. It is Central Registry of Securitization Asset, Reconstruction and Security Interest. Okay, so Central Registry of Securitization Asset Reconstruction and Security Interest. It's an online registry to prevent multiple loans on the same property. Central registry है, सारा कुछ document है. It is a database that it records creation, modification and satisfaction of security interest. एक property के against कभी भी loan लिया जाता है तो उसका record SARFAESI में जाता है. So what are the borrower's rights? So once the borrower, he gets the notice, and the creditor, the bank, he takes a possession, bank ने possession ले ली. After the asset possession, the borrower can make an appeal to Debt Recovery Tribunal, DRT, under section 17 within 45 days. Within 45 days, borrower can file an appeal to Debt Recovery Tribunal, and further he can make an appeal to Debt Recovery Appellant Tribunal, DRAT. SARFAESI cannot be invoked, or SARFAESI cannot be used in these cases in case of unsecured loans. SARFAESI Act cannot be used in case of unsecured loans, in case of loan against agricultural land where loan amount is less than 1 lakh rupee, where 80% of the or more of the loan has been repaid. In that cases, SARFAESI Act cannot be used. So in 2016, the scope was expanded to include more creditors. In 2019-20, NBFCs with assets of more than 100 crores were allowed to use SARFAESI provisions with loans of more than 50 lakh rupees. Integration with IBC for faster resolution and digitization of security interest registration via SARFAESI. ये बहुत important steps था. So 60 days notice, please remember that before asset seizure, 60 days notice is there. 45 days जो है borrower को मिलते हैं to make an appeal in DRT only for secured loans, and no court permission is required by the bank. No use for agricultural land where the loan value is less than 1 lakh rupee or the 80% of the amount has been paid. So let's do some questions. What is the primary objective of SARFAESI Act? The primary goal is to help banks recover the NPAs without court intervention. बिना court की intervention से आप NPA से पैसा वसूल रहे हो. That is why SARFAESI was introduced. After how many days of default is an account classified as NPA under the SARFAESI provision? Please read the IRAC norms. 90 days के बाद account NPA हो जाता है. I hope you know that already. How much notice period must a lender give before taking the possession of an asset under section 13 subsection 2? 60 days notice must be given by the creditor. Under which section can the lender take possession of the secured asset? अंडर सेक्शन 13 सबसेक्शन 4. आज तक ये सेक्शन पूछने वाला क्वेश्चन कभी आया नहीं है, बट स्टिल आई टीच दिस टू माई स्टूडेंट्स बिकॉज इन अदर एक्ट्स, नेगोशिएबल इंस्ट्रूमेंट एक्ट में ऐसे क्वेश्चन आ चुके हैं, आरबीआई एक्ट में आ चुके हैं. सो प्लीज पढ़ के जाएं. Where can a borrower appeal against the possession of assets by the bank? You can file a complaint, you can file an appeal with DRT और उसके बाद DRAT under section 17. What is the time limit to file an appeal with DRT after the asset possession? 45 days के अंदर आपका जब asset की possession ले ली गई है, आप 45 days में जो है अपील फाइल कर सकते हो. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज नॉट अलाउड अंडर सरफाइसी. सो एग्रीकल्चरल लैंड को नहीं टेक ओवर कर सकता है बैंक. सरसाई वॉज एस्टैब्लिश टू अवॉइड फ्रॉड्स, प्रिवेंट मल्टीपल लोन्स ऑन द सेम कोलेटरल पे मल्टीपल लोन्स ना लिए जाएं, फ्रॉड ना हो. What is the minimum loan amount for SARFAESI provisions to be applicable? Minimum 1 lakh rupees. Which type of loan is excluded from SARFAESI? Agricultural land loans are not included. They are excluded. Agricultural land को take over नहीं कर सकता बैंक. Which section of SARFAESI Act deals with the appeal to DRTs? It's section 17. As per the 2020 amendment to SARFAESI Act, which of the following NBFCs are eligible to enforce security interest under SARFAESI? NBFCs with asset size of 100 crore rupees and more and loan size of more than equal to 50 lakh rupees. ऐसी NBFCs जो हैं, they can enforce the guidelines of SARFAESI. Which of the following entities was created under SARFAESI to acquire bad loans? ARCs, asset reconstruction companies, were formed to acquire and manage NPAs. And SARFAESI was established in 2011. Please remember that. ये क्वेश्चन पिछले सालों में आ चुका है. And what happens if the borrower repays the dues during 60-day notice period? SARFAESI proceedings are halted, they are stopped. अगर आपने पहले 60 दिन के अंदर अंदर नोटिस पीरियड में पैसा दे दिया वापस बैंक का, तो ऑब्वियसली आपकी प्रॉपर्टी टेक ओवर नहीं होगी. So that is all for today, students. I hope you like the today's session. आप IBPS RRB स्केल 2 स्केल 3 का फुल कोर्स ज्वाइन कर सकते हो, जिसमें कंप्लीट वीडियो क्लासेस, नोट्स, क्विजेज और टेस्ट सीरीज हम प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं. रेगुलर क्लासेस हम कर रहे हैं. एंड यू कैन कॉन्टैक्ट मी. माई व्हाट्सएप नंबर इज़ अवेलेबल 9067201000. अभी भी दिया हुआ था, आप थोड़ा बैक करके देख सकते हो. लिंक इज़ अवेलेबल इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन. माई व्हाट्सएप नंबर इज़ ऑल्सो अवेलेबल in the description. So list of our successful students in the past. All these students that took our courses in the past and they cracked their respective exams, and I'm really, really happy for them. अगर आपके माइंड में कोई डाउट हो तो आप पूछ सकते हो, मैं बिल्कुल आंसर करूँगा. That's all for today, students. Thank you and have a very nice day. Bye-bye. Write a 5-star review for Bank Exams Today on Google Play. आप ऐप का भी रिव्यू लिख सकते हो. That's all for today, students. Subscribe the channel and like this video. Bye-bye.